Welcome, everyone, to Trend Talks Life. I am your host, Erin Tomie, and today we're talking to Trend Micro Technical Account Manager, Team Lead for India, Nutan Savani. Nutan, how are you doing today?
Hi, Erin. I'm good. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for asking. I would love to just start with you telling us a bit about what you do here at Trend Micro.
Sure. So, thanks for welcoming me on this forum, Erin. I'm a team lead for Technical Account Manager India, as you already introduced. The team manages premium and the large scale enterprise customers across India. They are the first point of contact for any technical assistance required. They get involved right from customer onboarding for process or product walkthrough. They do periodic health checks and efficacy, which helps to build confidence on the product's capabilities and justifies the investment on the solution deployed. We also ensure the customers are enabled, the partners are enabled. So we also have the KT sessions for them. The customer's voice is something very, very important for us. So we ensure that the customer voice is heard internally within Trend Micro by the development, by the product management team, so that they can consider the real life use cases and add them under product roadmap as a feature request.
Well, Nutan, you've been at Trend for over 4 years now. What have been a few highlights for you during that time?
So I joined Trend Micro in March 2020, and it was exact on the pandemic time. I still remember the days where I was struggling to know cross team members, my own team members. Identifying the process, getting right help at right time was a big task, but the way people supported me was remarkable. There was no shame asking help and guidance to learn and adjust into the environment. During this 4 years time, I had two different roles. The first role where I supported non-premium, or we can say small mid-sized customers. The challenge which I faced, the customers were having lack of technical expertise and the skills required. Hence we, being a support, had to work hard to make them understand the basics of the product and the solutions deployed. Whereas on the other side, when we started working on the premium customer, which is big or large size customers, there were lots of team, multiple teams, more qualified people, lots of expertise, and it was difficult. It is still difficult to manage and meet their expectations.
Well, during the month of March, we are celebrating International Women's Day, which lands on March 8th in 2024. And the theme for this year's International Women's Day is Inspire Inclusion. Starting with inspiration, in your role as a leader, what do you strive to inspire in other trenders?
Because I'm part of support function. So what comes immediately into my mind is technical skill is definitely which is required, the expertise which is required. But at the same time, the communication skill matters a lot on the professional as well as on the personal line, right? So, and I believe all the women are very, very good at it, right? Be it at home, be it at office, we are very good communicators. We make people listen to us, heard to us. So communication is the biggest skill. Then problem solving is something really important for me, for support function. We, me as a technical account manager, we always ensure that we are taking the complete ownership. We understand the impact and urgency. We understand the emotions at times, and we act accordingly. So every communication has multiple things done at the back end. At times it happens, especially for women, right? The people, movements most likely try to underestimate ourselves, that maybe I cannot do this, maybe I cannot become a leader, I cannot, though we know something which is happening very well, but we still some level underestimate ourselves. But I believe if you trust yourself and if you try to give it a chance, you can really do well.
If you trust yourself, that is such a powerful way of looking at it. And I know that a lot of people in general doubt themselves and doubt their abilities. And you need to gather that confidence in yourself. And the best way to do that is being successful every day. So, problem solving, like you mentioned, working on your communication skills so you feel like you can do those things really well. And in turn, that helps build up your confidence. You start trusting your abilities and trusting yourself. And less you have that imposter syndrome, as they call it, or feeling like you can't do something or you're not capable, and you can really start to see that belief come together in yourself and also your team members.
Yeah, correct.
Looking at the other half of the theme, which is inclusion, what does being inclusive mean to you, and how do you work to foster that on a daily basis?
This is very interesting question, and when we think of being inclusive, means being open, being non-judgmental, accept the people with their current capabilities. Support is always at the center, where we cross connect with different teams. Maybe it's customer, it's a sales team, it's developer, product management. So we do hear everyone being neutral for the problem or the issue they are facing, and that makes us handle the situation effectively. So that's what an inclusiveness means for me. The best example, if I have to give, uh, when I moved to team lead role, right? After 2 years, I was promoted as a team lead. And to be very frank, I had 12 male team members, which are highly technical, experienced, and matured. I was really nervous, thinking, will I be able to fit in? Will I be able to manage? But then my technical director again, she's a lady, Sharda, who helped me to build that trust and say, Nutan, yes, you can do it. So I said, okay, let me give it a chance again. And I started interacting with team members slowly, one on one. And I often like to connect people at personal level, because not everything can be done on the professional level. So I ensure that I have both the connects. I know people more. When I connect personally, I get to know their backgrounds, their current challenges, because hardly people speak about their family problems or their personal problems, and we just start thinking why this person is not performing, why this person is not doing something, but there is something happening at the back end which is bothering him, right? So I always try to have that one connect with the team members. And because we are working with the cross team, I started doing that slowly with the sales team, with the SEs, with the customers. And I would say that worked really very well. The way my team started working with me, they started accepting me, the way they welcome me, I was amazed. There were no words. I'm really very thankful to have such a kind, supportive team who really made me comfortable in my current position. So the personal touch, the human touch, which definitely works very well for me.
I think it really shows the power of listening and just giving someone that space to share what's going on with them. And that allows you as a leader to make the decisions or the recommendations or the changes to make sure that they're able to always perform at their best.
Yes, that's correct.
Nutan, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and these stories with me today. And thank you again for joining me here on Trend Talks Life. This episode celebrating International Women's Day, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, Erin. I'm not sure if we disconnect. I just wanted to tell one thing which comes on my mind, because this is International Women's Day. So normally people say behind every successful woman there is a, normally people say opposite way, behind every successful man there is a woman. But in my situation, I would like to say behind every successful woman also there are understanding and supportive men, and I'm blessed to have that support in my life. So thank you very much.